I'm James Howell. Welcome to the Deltahead stream. And yeah, so doing on kind of an off schedule part 7 of Legacy of Kain Defiance. I wasn't super satisfied with the progress we made last night. I went, it's turned into, well, we are now on part 7, and I checked an FAQ, and it looks like we're about halfway through the game, and it's taken a little bit longer than I'd like to proceed through. And I was thinking kind of yesterday about what the mismatch is, because I keep feeling like it shouldn't be taking this long. And I kind of realized that, kind of the purpose of the stream is to have casual playthroughs of games that I like, and that includes not really worrying about being fancy or playing really well. And also, honestly, those mistakes and figuring out how games handle player failure are very interesting, and that's a huge part of what makes a game make sense, right? And that's something I'm pretty patient for in a lot of the things we play on here. And I was like, well, that actually, the way that Legacy of Kain Defiance is going, that actually checks all the boxes. That shouldn't be a problem. And so then I realized, the reason why I want to do Legacy of Kain Defiance is because I really like the story, I like the characters, and so those things start matching up, right? So I am getting the results of the process that I've created, and those results do not match the reason why I want to stream Legacy of Kain Defiance, at least to the extent that they are. So I decided to actually jump onto kind of a video and kind of watch a playthrough. So we have an idea of where the puzzles are, because the environmental cues are very subtle for where many objectives and the like need to go, and I'm just ready to kind of make some headway on it, because according to the FAQ, I think we're about halfway through. So, yeah, we're going to do part 7. We're going to make it through Vorador's Mansion, by God. Going to do that tonight. Yeah, as far as usual pregame show goes, I haven't really done a whole lot the past day. I jumped onto Duolingo's Japanese program, and it turns out my instinct was correct. It does seem that learning something through a different resource when you have hit a dead end of interest on one is beneficial, because I am learning verbs in a way that I have not been exposed to through Rosetta Stone. And that complements that knowledge, and I'll be able to synthesize those things as soon as those synapses start talking to each other. Neurons are great. So, 1 second, I'm gonna hop on over, and we will get going. Oh, and I'm gonna turn. That's the volume like on this right now. Oh. Quite high, it turns out, which would basically blow my inner ears out, which is not my desire. There we go. So lovely that the time of year has come back around where there is sunlight through that window. Makes me happy. So, almost had a mishap yesterday where I left the system, went to take care of some things, then came back, and I was so close to automatically just reflexively turning it off without saving the game, because it's a manual save. Caught myself at the last second, and that would have been a frustration that I definitely brought onto myself. Hey, there's Vorador's Mansion. Oh, cool! I'm understanding kind of how they do the environments that show up during the title sequence now. It responds to whichever level you're in. So that's neat. I know it. Yeah, okay, so it switches back and forth between the regular world and the other world versions of it. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. I wonder if they have a very low poly, low resolution version of each level that they load during those sequences, because it really wouldn't make sense and would be much more time consuming than actually happens to do that for I actually don't want to fight you, but I will gobble. much more time consuming to load a full level for the sake of a title screen. There we go. So I did, finding out where things are did in fact pay off, because there are several solutions that I think I would have found out with enough experimentation, but like that right there. But that do not occur to me naturally just looking at the environment. I think the biggest thing, I'm thinking like, what would solve the problems that I'm encountering with progressing through this game? And I really do think that some improved highlighting and marking of different locations would solve a great deal of that frustration. There we go. Like this right here, I can... Alright. I can definitely pass through this area without even seeing that that is a climbable wall. And in fact, so the jump that I struggled to find a way back for during last stream, that I spent probably the most time trying to solve, it turns out there is, in fact, a climbable wall right nearby that jump. It's just not clearly marked, and I missed it every time. I am absolutely a supporter of of your yellow caution tape around whatever whatever thing you want your player to do. More so now than ever. All right. This also is not something that I would have thought to do to progress. I feel like, so I don't want to discount the value that that some obscurity has when trying to solve a platform puzzle. This seems to have the level of obscurity of like an escape room, though.
Warrior depicted in the fountain room, for here was the hero's weapon. This could be the key to solving the riddle of the fountain.
I'm interested that Raziel draws that conclusion that the spear would solve the problem of the fountain, outside of the fact that it is simply a key, clearly, to correspond with the lock. Let's get back to what do you want? Because looking at there we go. Wait, no. Alright, I don't have anything that corresponds with you, it seems. Oh dear. Could there be something that my watching an entire video of how to do this has not accounted for? It seems so. How did I even get in here? There we go. Okay, good. I was like, oh god, no, all my preparation for naught. Oh man. And back up we hear. Back up we hear? Yeah. Back up we go, and we are here. That's what those words, how they intended to fit together. Alrighty, we're back to physical form. Now let's go stab a thing. No, wait, we're not in the gargoyle room yet. There we go. Watching many of the playthroughs of this game online on YouTube, I am struck by the fact that so many of them opt to fight these enemies, and it's not necessary, and that's interesting to me. I mentioned this on a previous stream. Can we do it? Alright, I have no idea what the symbol was on that sphere that I picked up, but I'm going to trial and error this and see which one Raziel remembers. I'm relying on my protagonist to know what to do. And know what to do he does. That is pretty cool. No, that's a health font, which I do not believe I need. Nope. Where do I incarnate? I believe it's down this way. Yep, that's right. So this is how to solve this puzzle. I didn't think about this.
The braziers were all lit, but still the door remained sealed. Perhaps I had ignited too many.
And so this is water, it looks like, which I do not have yet, and will need to acquire. But that is confusing to me because I have never needed to use, to my knowledge, a full area sweep in order to light a brazier permanently. I've always been able to just light them individually, and that's been sufficient. Oh. Yes. Let's see. I believe. I'm actually really curious to see if I can do this without fighting anybody. Are you gonna stop for me there? Yes, you are. I'm going to climb up on that brazier bizarrely. I'm locked on because Raziel wants to fight. I'm gonna drag you guys over here. No! Raziel, why? Wait, did you... They went out. Okay. Oh, I see. Is this another scenario where I have to, where I have to use my area attack? Because they seem to be going out pretty dang quickly. Ah, Raziel, why? Okay, I guess they went out really fast. Oh wow, that is, it's a lot of souls. Okay, so now I seem to be above the area that looks like that's water. And this is clearly a platformy area. Okay. No, 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 no! What? Oh, okay, I guess that's just game over land down there. It's not water. It is poison peanut butter. How far back does this put me? Out of my way, please. Okay, good. I know previously... There we go. When I was running through a puzzle like this with Kain, where you land wrong, you die. They gave me a spawn point immediately before it. There, yes, there we go. You've got the right idea. Run I shall. All right. Bizarrely, when I watched some people play this on YouTube, did not see many people doing the old basketball trick. Double dribble there is what I call that. Stasis field. Oh, again, yeah, weirdly, it's your XP increases by damage that you do, not by enemies that you kill. Yes, all of you die. Go. That should be the end of you. And that should be the end of you. On fire and bandied around like a ragdoll. Excellent. So we have another room, but I have to light the orbs in this one, it seems. This seems like this is the, so far this seems like this is the easier of the two types of puzzles. I don't think that there is anything equivalent that blocks my path if I'm not using something special with the light reaver. To remember something. Here. This is the kind of thing that I absolutely would have overlooked. And I can see what the Q is. It is slightly off color, and it has a little hinges on the side. Evening, Final Techniques. Good to see you. I am doing my this is taking forever revenge stream on Legacy of Kain Defiance. Okay, that's just for getting up there. I was playing through this last night and got stuck on a single jump for, man, I want to say a good hour. And I was looking, it's a jump that if you fail, you fall down. Obviously, that's what happens with jumps that you fail, as you might know from experience playing video games. I did not see the context clues for the path back up to retry, and wound up spending about an hour running around everywhere, just trying to figure out how to get this thing to succeed. Anyway, it has been a recurring problem that I've had with the Legacy of Kain games, that I just cannot read easily or intuitively whatever they're telling me to do for progression and next steps. So I have taken it upon myself simply to look it up. Because the reason why I like the Legacy of Kain games really has everything to do with the fact that... Behind there? There we go. Has everything to do with the fact that I like the story, the voice acting, and the writing. So I just kind of did some thinking on it and realized that it doesn't really serve my purpose to get super caught up in the gameplay. Especially if I feel like I've reached a point where my curiosity for what it does is satisfied. Alright. So I gotta find one more dark orb. So there's that one. Oh right, there's one up top. Just need to figure out how to get up there. I don't believe I saw this. Maybe I have to do one of these things again? Jump on a pillar. Get something to drop down for me. Ah, that's right. Go! Ah, all right. Yeah, that's that has been, like I said, that's been my experience so far. I did that less when I was younger. I think I felt a more stubborn sense of pride in being able to figure something out for myself. And I wondered, am I getting lazier as I'm older? But the answer, I think is no. I'm not lazier. I'm able to prioritize better and determine what is a way that I would like to approach the game rather than how would the game like to be played. Sometimes it gets you in trouble, especially when what you want conflicts with the mechanics. but in instances like those we're discussing, it is absolutely valuable. Okay. So... Wait a minute. This is where I am. Weird. So, in the other world, you had to jump through here to get up to that platform and incarnate and go through that door. And if you fell down, it was kind of a poisoned peanut butter scenario. If you fell down past that ledge that's there in the upper left, you just died and rematerialized back at your last restart point. And I guess that is a quicker way of solving that problem than putting some way that you can return to that spot in the level itself. I mean, it's a solution. As far as reworking level design goes, it is absolutely a low-cost one. All right, come on, guys. Here we go. You guys are much heavier hitters than I am. If I were a gambling man, I'd name each one of them and try to bet to see which one makes it to the end. Guys did not coordinate their tactics when they were scrimmaging. Yeah, eat it. Actually seems less worthwhile to go through and do a full combo because that third hit keeps you in place for a riposte from them. Actually, the second hit, fine job too. Oh, that's curious. Oh wow, TK actually damages them. Based on the kind of damage this guy has taken, it looks like he did not get hit at all when I had them all attacking each other. Very conservatively, because I do not know where the last save point was. Yes! Just as boots remain. There we go. Good. Supposed to do something with this? Does not look like it. How are you tonight, Final Technique? Of all the lock and key puzzles in this game, this one feels the most Resident Evil. If jamming that spear through the statue emitted, resulted in in a high-pitched scream, that would make it make it very Evil Within. Oh my God, you monster! You were tricked into killing somebody who was imprisoned in the statue, kind of thing. Which is the kind of nightmare material that Rubik would absolutely deliver Sebastian's way.
These murals were attuned somehow to those in the fountain room, for this wall too had shattered.
Okay, yeah, this takes me back to the courtyard area. Good. That sounds like a lovely afternoon. I guess it depends on your feelings on rain. What quality of rain is it? Is it sort of misty business, or is it weird? Every time the camera zoomed closer to that object, it gave me a rumble. What's the timing like on these things? That's pretty short. Whoop. That's not gonna do it. Let's go back up. Ah. Beards. Ah, that is a short window. So I'm going to go ahead and jump. There, that got me there in plenty of time.
Perhaps this arcane emblem would unlock the sealed door in the crypt.
I'm sorry to hear that. That is not the rain experience I would wish for you. So that looks like something that's probably a bonus area. I hope I do not see any way to lower the water in here. Evening, Iceman Dan. Yeah, that's the intention. The intention is to get at least through Vorador's mansion. I have altered my method for handling the stream to accommodate the fact that I am just going to accept the reality that I cannot read the Legacy of Kain game's design well enough to be able to navigate it at a reasonable pace. So I looked it up. Alright, I will have you. Legacy of Games time sealer, that's right. Yep, the extra stream to try to make headway is my defiance of the mistakes that keep showing up. Wait a minute. What? Evening Rocks, it's good to see you. Yeah, I was especially determined to make up for the lost time when I checked an FAQ to see how far I was in the game, and we're about halfway over we're about halfway through it, and if we're hitting 7 streams on this of at least an hour and a half each, it's kind of going over the time I had budgeted to do this. Because after I do this, I really want to do a Village of Shadows run of Resident Evil 8, and I'm pretty excited by that, and want to get to that sooner rather than later. Oh, Iceman Dan, I had a question for you. I was thinking about this. You mentioned a copy of Canticle of Leibowitz coming, and I am... Oh, come on. That is nonsense. I can't even defend myself like there. There we go. And I was curious I was curious to know which copy you got, because I was curious what the cover art looks like. That is a book where you can choose so many things to depict on the visual side of it, and I'm really curious to know what they did. Yeah, overall I enjoy it too. I was because of how long it was taking, I was questioning my commitment to it, and then I just realized that the story and the voice acting, appreciating that does not require me to spend more quality time with the game design than I would like. Oh, also, I don't know if you remember, but there was that Otherworld jump that I spent so much time trying to figure out how to get back up to. It turns out there was, in fact, as I suspected, a quick and handy way of returning to the jump spot. It was just obscured.
The artifact I had was not sufficient. There was clearly still a missing piece to this puzzle.
Okay, so I gotta get 2 more things. I gotta get the center of Vorador's crest, and I need to get the 3rd spear. This is where my notes become kind of hazy. Does this get me where I need to go? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess the monk imagery is a sharp one to focus on. The edition I have also has somebody in a monk's habit. Let's see. Also has somebody in a monk's habit standing up, you know, kind of looking upward, and but without that level of threat around him. Oh, there we go. There's my clues. This is fire. This is... There we go. Huh. I can see that. Alright. Here's our disc. This was, in fact, not the order I expected it would go in.
The second piece of the emblem. Now, undoubtedly, the crypt door could be opened.
Now, today's reading included Everywhere Babies, Weedle on the Needle, and 3 Brown Bears, which my son and I went through and enjoyed heartily. Alright, you guys do not prevent me from solving this puzzle, so, good day. What? Why did that disappear? Did it disappear because I have enemies nearby? And they don't want me powering up too much? Well, it certainly won't be for lack of access, that's for sure. Oh, I see. This is a similar thing. Sorry, I gotta light them all up. Alright. So, curious, if my suspicion is correct, the little charging crystal disappeared because these guys are nearby and they didn't want me to cheese them. But if that is correct, that's super evident. There we go. Let's just kind of run that camera through that geo now. Sorry, lady. Revenant's got a revenant. Maybe so. Where did that crystal go? Maybe I should have saved the charge for okay. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna charge up my Reaver with these guys, then I'm gonna run there and try to use it in that room because the charge crystal just despawned. Alright, let's break that lock on and go, 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 go before it despawns, decharges. No, Raziel! Oh, God. Cut me some slack, man. Right, yes, you come with me. Is that enough? Does that do it? Did not do it. I think that's fair. Late generation PlayStation 2 games, I think, look quite good. Maybe I can reset it if I leave the area. I think it's kind of like the I know Dreambalm would appreciate this this praise. for a game they like very much, which is, I know that, okay, let's try to reload the area and see if that brings back the charge crystal. Unless, of course, I have just saved a state where the charge crystal is just gone, which I sure hope is not the case. But yeah, Dreamball would appreciate this. It's a Vagrant Story. At the end of that was like a very, very late game, late console life PS1 game, and is absolutely gorgeous. Is it just gone now? Okay, thank God. Good. I'm genuinely quite confused about whatever happened to that thing. What? There was somebody out here, wasn't there? Okay. I need at least 2 of these guys. And I need to draw them over here. What concerns me about the success of this is I'm not actually sure this is how I'm supposed to solve this puzzle, because that crystal was over there. Oh, here we go. No, Raziel, unlock on. Ah, there we go. Oh my God. Naturally. Invincibility frames on that one. Actually, this might not be the element to fight these guys with. Can you guys hit each other with your attacks? Okay, good, he died. Anything I can do? Is not a very camera-friendly position for this this guy. I have thoughts and feelings on fixed cameras in circular rooms. Ah, there we go.
this third and final weapon, the mystery of the fountain would finally be solved.
I'm interested that the motif on the outside of the door that I just went through to get here had what looked like Ariel on it. I guess it was a full skull face instead of a half skull face, which probably matters. But I was expecting something Ariel related. Let's see if I can make this mad dash with my 1 HP. Oh, there we go. Got my HP back. Yeah, here we go. Is this health? Oh, this is like a TK rune. Very nice. It's down here. Oh, this is a rune temple portal. Okay. I'm betting this gives me the water rune, and there is a door in here that I open using a water rune reaver. Right. So this is roughly where my notes.
Here the images were unadulterated,
Notes wrap
and their
up.
meaning ominously clear. The vampire hero, the bearer of the Reaver Blade, was confronted by an adversary worthy of his powers. The enemy race, long banished, had a champion of their own, with flaming eyes and a fiery sword. The resemblance I bore to the adversary mocked all my hopes. Had Kain been the vampire hero of prophecy all along? Did he suspect what I was? For if I was this foretold adversary, then Mobius was right, and had always been right. I was destined to fight Kain and destroy him, or be destroyed. What part did free will play in any of this?
So this, I think, is what Kain is piecing together himself, as well. Which makes me wonder if this outcome was if this is an outcome reflective of the time change that Raziel and Kain wrought when they refused to when Raziel refused to kill Kain. Ooh, that's a camera spot, huh? All I'm doing is just kind of pushing down, and it's reorienting my character such that he's always right in front of the... this kind of reminds me of Baby Universe. That's going to make me throw up. He's always in front of it, so pressing back snaps him ahead of it. I'm trying to remember if Kain went through here. I think he might have. Yeah, the water fountain seems familiar. Alright. Oh no, I was gonna eat that guy.
Your deliverance is
Oh no.
death is your
I was hoping to heal up before something like this happened.
is merely atonement.
Oh dear. No, you jerk! That was my meal. Oh dear, this is unwieldy. I'm stuck on the Geo, and I'm getting stun-locked. Oh my god. Am I on fire? The spirit realm now? What's going on? I'm legitimately confused about what's happening right now. I mean, I kind of know the scenario that I'm fighting to the Spectral Guardians, and I'm doing it in an area that is also filled with mooks. But are you coming back? But there's a lot happening on the screen, and I do not know what I'm locked onto. Evening, Space Hamlet. It's good to see you. Alright. No! Buddy. Eat that weird toad ghost. Eat all the toad ghosts. Don't catch on fire, whatever this is. Oh, I see. That's why I couldn't go up the stairs. There's an invisible barrier. I mean, barely visible barrier. No, I'm glad you're here. I have been mainly blitzing through the Borodor's Temple in an effort to make progress unhindered by my difficulty playing the game, or knowing what it wants to do. We are still, in fact, in the mansion. Well, I am in a. No, dude, use your special power. Good. I am in a temple accessible after doing all of the puzzles in the mansion. That's where we are now. Oh, thank God. Great. So, did this unlock? Is this what I did? I was thinking last night about the one thing I think about with the Legacy of Kain games is how they fit into the genealogy of the sort of Uncharted series, because Amy Hennig worked on these and also on Uncharted. And I think of Uncharted as really solving a lot of design problems that in third-person adventure games that want to have expansive open environments, but also have linear guided gameplay. And whether it, did the sort of Halo thing where they took a lot of known elements that were succeeding partially in other games and then finally combined them into a winning recipe, or if they invented them themselves. I'm not a historian of the genre, so I don't know. I'm paying attention to what this game is telling me, how this game is telling me where to go next, and it's using it's using tools that require paying attention to a very specific moment, which is after you cross a certain boundary, after you defeat an enemy, the camera will zoom in and show you something that is your next goal. This is difficult for me because a lot of the environments look very similar to each other. And also, you don't always know where the camera's starting from when it's making its sort of tour of the area to your next objective. And Uncharted really did solve this problem by marking where you need to go next and using visual cues that blended very well into the environment and were not as sort of markedly outstanding as like yellow security tape that like Resident Evil 8 does. But I feel like where those games, how those games direct their players, feel like a solution to the same problems this game is solving in a different way that I think succeed less. By followers, primes, and viewers. Friend, I wouldn't even know what to do with them. Bump. There we go. Did that do it? Good, that did it. Okay. Do this Reaver. I know, I'm just a small town boy trying to make his way on this big city internet.
Absorbed the spirits of the former vampire guardians, and thus was imbued with the elemental power of water. Perhaps now I could enter that mysterious crypt at the end of the garden.
And am easily conned by these big city follower internet ways. Oh, I actually didn't notice I was talking, which is not uncommon. Yeah, and I guess the solution there for having the environmental cues rather than expecting you to catch a specific moment really does come from the fact that not everybody is going to be paying the closest of attention all the time. Alright. Douse these flames. Okay, so this is how I'm going to solve that courtyard puzzle that has everything on fire. There are 3 of them that I need to douse with this. Anything in here? Nope. This is kind of the tail end of that puzzle. We've been going through it for about an hour, and this is a very long level, and it's a puzzle with many, many steps. Can I open? I cannot. That's nothing there. There were several puzzles last night. I was unsure what the right way to make it through them was. Sometimes I have to look and see if it's Space Hamlet or Iceman Dan writing, because the username colors show up the same on my iPad. Both of you are in the red. Anything in here? It's something that I climb up and jump down from. I'm not sure what this is about. heck am I missing? Do I need to do something with this? Strangely still glowing, but not operable. Alright, here we are again. So, I douse those. This room is dead to me. There appear to be no other exits or entrances. No way to climb out. So, that's not of interest. This door is closed. Possibly of interest. Possibly related to the lock that I see over there, but that is unclear. This room has the sepulcher. Nowhere to climb, no other entrances. This room has nothing for me. Same assessment. And that brings us back here. Is there anything I can do in the spirit realm that matters to these rocks? It appears there is not. Right. So, back up to the second floor. Wait, here we go. Okay. I believe this was an area where Kain walked, but had nothing to do because these braziers were unlit. That didn't have anything to do with his abilities. Okay, so that's good. I assume there's one. Yep, there we go. That's the other one. Evening Dream Bomb. The double whammy is because I did not make satisfactory progress through this game for my liking, and decided to try to blast through the Avernus Cathedral. Is that a climbable wall? And am questioning my commitment to finishing the game because it's just taking so long, and the same problems continue to arise. This is a final technique. This is a common room design. Excuse me. Wait a minute, I think I know what to do. This is a common room design for elemental temples, which Raziel visits frequently as part of his... What? Okay, I see what I need to do. I need to be up there, then go to the other world, and then cross over. Which Raziel needs to upgrade his Reaver, which is then used as a key for different puzzles to progress. And all the temples look alike. I do not know who you are, enemies, or what kind of fight you were looking for, but but this Revenant doesn't have time. Okay, now we can finally go home. And we step back through. Where did we incarnate from? Oh wow, these guys are in the spirit realm now. Oh, cool. The first enemy I think I've rightly seen that, first enemy that I've seen that, that also appears in both dimensions. Except the third dimension, which is the skedaddle dimension, which is where we are here. Okay, so this will get me through that one door. Vorador had better be a very gracious host. I mean, I've heard of introverts, but this is ridiculous. What? Okay, good. I got the health from it. I didn't see the effect go to his mouth. Alright. You douse. You douse. Could have taken the opportunity to say douse dose, but missed it. We're on number 3. I agree.
So, our wretched little savior returns.
Oh my god, finally.
Come to join the last pathetic battle of the vampire race? But on which side, I wonder?
I've not come to fight you, Vorador.
You don't know why you're here.
I know this much, that you are the author of my fate, and as such, only you can rewrite it.
You give me too much credit.
You forged the Reaver. I have seen the evidence.
I was its maker, yes?
Then you know its purpose.
No. Only the scraps of prophecy my master shared with me.
And do these scraps explain why you would forge a weapon to imprison your savior?
Ah, well then. It seems we have our answer. You've chosen your path.
I have chosen nothing. I've been deceived at every turn. You seem to know what I am. Tell me.
I thought I did once. But now all the prophecies have failed. The pillars are corrupted. I am the last of my kind. And when Mobius's hunters find me, it will have all been for nothing.
You've forgotten about Kain.
Ah, yes, Kain. I fear he shoulders a greater burden than he realizes. I cannot help you, even if I was inclined to. I crafted the Reaver Blade, but only at the behest of my sire, Janos Audron. What sorcery he and the others laid upon the sword afterward, I cannot say.
Janos tried to give me the Reaver before he died. He said that it was forged for me. But what did he mean? As my weapon or my prison?
Perhaps you should ask him yourself.
Janos is here.
In a manner of speaking.
I knew to douse the ones because they had the little water symbol at their feet.
The greatest of us all, the father of our race. The Seraphim tore the heart from his living body 5 centuries ago.
But there's no sign of decay. How is this possible after all
Anna
these
Sodred's
years?
still jacked.
Somewhere, the heart still beats. And while it does, the body will remain preserved. If his heart could be restored, Janos might yet be raised.
And you haven't tried to recover it in all these years?
Many times, but our enemies hid the heart too well. It was taken as a trophy to Avernus Cathedral centuries ago, where they christened it the Heart of Darkness. Believing that it embodies the essence of our dark gift, they hid the heart away lest it fall into the wrong hands. Our hands. Redeem yourself. You may be our last hope. Perhaps you alone can find the heart if it is meant to be found. If Janos can be resurrected, he will have all the answers you require. This key will open your way to Avernus. But be advised, there are dark sorceries at work in the cathedral. You must be on your guard.
Oh, library seal. All that way to get a library card. Yeah, I also remember the Heart of Darkness is that is a usable item in Legacy of Kain, the first one, the top-down one, and I think it restores some health. So yeah, and there are multiple Heart of Darknesses that. Well, I'm sorry, Janos, trying to just see if I get any observation text, not trying to desecrate whatever. Cool. What is this? Oh. But yeah, so it's interesting that they bring that back in the form of a lore significant item. I'm actually not sure how I got down there. I guess in the cutscene, it just skipped past walking through all these areas. Do I need to progress through here? Well, if we are about to go up a river, I guarantee only one of our protagonists is going to make it. I often think about one of the things I remember from Heart of Darkness, the novel, is how Marlowe staves off going insane from boredom by putting in orders for nails or screws or something. They're these trivial little things that they're these trivial things that he orders and waits on, and waiting on these things gives him enough meaning that he's able to endure the sometimes maddening boredom of just kind of being stranded. And I thought about that and have put that to use in my personal life, because there was, you know, with COVID and being caught up and trapped and everything, you can, days can kind of feel very samey, and found myself identifying with Marlowe's predicament. All right. There's a door that I couldn't open before that I'm pretty sure I can open with this. Found myself identifying with Marlowe's predicament, and started to use a similar solution, which is to go onto Amazon and order something very inexpensive, very small, that obviously was within the budget, and waiting on those things gave me a little bit of anticipation every day going down to the mailbox, and that proved useful. to kind of battle the interminability that each week could bring. It is a lot of well-maintained candles, and I guess if Vorador locked himself inside there, that is absolutely what he intended to do with his time. Okay, yeah. I think I need to get out to the courtyard and go back into the library that I was in before after all those jumps that I kept missing. Oh, it's here. This is it. I did in fact have a shortcut. I agree. I agree completely. Alright. That is not where I need to go. Excuse me. This is where I need to go. Is there another person down there? Yep, just but, oh, that makes sense for why they are in this location then. Oh, hey. Nifty. Now that makes sense for why the humans are chained up here, because this is Vorador's estate, and of course he would have a ready food source available. Just Raziel can use them for sustenance that Vorador does not need. Okay, so part of the problem that I had with the puzzle last night is after transforming, it showed me that this pillar descends and changes location. Which led me to believe that this pillar was crucial to the puzzle of jumping across there. In fact, it is not, and is not even useful for anything to get back up here. That right there, that wall that's in the center, that is climbable, and that will get me back up. And that is what I was missing for that whole hour I spent trying to figure out how to do this. This is the pillar that I need to jump on in order to do this. So, there's the punchline to last night's stream. A good example of which part? Combating on Wii, or in which case I'm grateful to know, or something else. Later, chumps. Oh, I see. Well, thank you. That feels good to know. All right. Let's see if I was correct. Oh God, punch me in the face. Okay, back we go. Alright, so maybe we just leave. Yeah. I wonder why I would hang around. Maybe there are more secrets to discover that I don't know about. Okay. No. There we go. Cool. Oh, that's right. I was here before and am now backtracking. Now it makes sense, this layout. I guess I could have always come back to the pillars at any time. Alright. So I am, library card. In the interim, my brain has forgotten exactly what I am coming back here for. Oh, man. Is there a... I don't think there's a log.
Library seal.
Okay. Seal to unlock library door. Where's the library door? Depart for Avernus. Is the library door in Forador's castle? Am I doing the thing that I did before where I kept trying to leave the vampire cathedral with Kain? And almost spent a lot of wasted time backtracking. I am absolutely going to ask the internet this very question. Library door... L-O-K... Defiance. Oh no, yeah, it's charming. Definitely a sophisticated profile, and I also like how the bird is friends with the dragon. Okay, November 20th, 2003. Where is the library? I have the seal. Help. Okay. You know where you turn the dark orbs into light orbs to get the spear. Beyond the fire door, that's the library. The door is behind the vampire statue. Okay. Glad I looked. I hope this is the path that I came down. I think it is. It is not. This is not a path at all. Is this a path? Is this the way I can go? This looks like this is taking me to a structure I don't need to go to. Is this a path? This is an area I don't need to go to. Is that a path? That is not. How about this? Oh, it is a path. I just didn't try jumping. That is on me. Alright. Yes, let's go back to Vorador's mansion. So we're at about an hour and 40 minutes into the stream, and I have made pretty much a straight dash from the beginning of Vorador's Mansion straight to the end. I can only imagine, I can't imagine how long it would have taken me to try to puzzle all this stuff out without having sort of prepped beforehand. Please don't be frozen. Okay. I don't know how that worked, but it did. Okay. Yes. Alright. So, the library... Yeah, I did. I saw it. It had a load. Camera angle's goofing here too. There we go. It didn't load in all the terrain. Oh. Staircase. We're looking for that fire door that took us to the one library. That's kind of, I guess, like, it's a little confusing because there are two libraries. The one that I went to is obviously not the right one. I assumed that because that library had nothing for me, the other one didn't either, which was incorrect. Do you mean for, this, do you mean for Raziel's stream of experience from the first game to this moment? He got, it was a continuous moment for him up until the end of Soul Reaver 2, at which point, he got sort of trapped by the Elder God in Otherworld Jail, in Raziel Jail. And there he was bound for approximately 500 years in the other world. I believe it was 500 years. Alright. This is where I think we go. So that's been a bit of a gap for him. But other than that, yeah, just an afternoon. Alright, not this way. I gotta jump up to the second floor. How friendly are you going to be? Not friendly at all. Alright. How can I possibly cheese this? Oh, thank God. Didn't jump. Didn't jump. Yes. You. Stop. That business. There we go. Yeah, that was largely... That's Raziel's first act right there. Oh, that's nice. TK rune. The library should be right around here. I think. This is the instant pit of death room. There we go. Oh.
Avernus is in flames, and with it, our hopes may evaporate.
How can I find the heart in the midst of such chaos?
You must act quickly. But beware, an ancient evil dwells within, long unspoken among our
Honestly,
kind.
at this point, Raziel is an ancient
Undoubtedly,
evil.
this is the source of the corruption that infects the circle. If you are to succeed, you must resist its influence.
This is absolutely the Elder God. Yes. Yes, let's go to... just in case. That, black screen of death happens again. I don't think it meant to let me continue controlling Raziel after I hit X, so once I walked off that ledge, it was just straight to hell with him. So what am I doing here? Recover the last fragment. Find warp gate to Earth area. It's not much of a transition there. Do I... what do I... hold on. Let's see here. There's not a lot of transition there that, it doesn't tell me what to do. And I need that information to do it. That would be... this would be Chapter 9. Looks like there are 13 chapters to this game. Maybe this is still Chapter 8, and I'm wrong. And the chapters are not divided between protagonists, but by some other means. So I'm curious what happens when Kain dies. Wait, did somebody just die from friendly fire? They do. They are dying from friendly fire. Okay. So, searching by chapters isn't helping. Hello, Kay. Defiance. Library seal. That's the last thing that happened. Here, you guys hit each other. That was good fun. Oh. I just bat away. Alright. So there's that. There's that. Normally I would think that because this is the direction that I'm facing at the start, and there is a teleport spot there, that is where I should go, but I want to verify that before leaning too heavily on it. So, library, seal. Oh, this is a Spanish language FAQ. No wonder it's not returning anything. Oh, sorry, Italian. Guide and walkthrough by Ultima 13. I remember that person wrote a lot of game facts. Fact of the month winner, July 2005. Congratulations. Livery seal? No. It's a different thing. Okay, back to Kain. From your starting point, go forward and drop off the ledge. Kill the shades and hunters, then use the long jump circle to leap to the Earth Temple. Okay. Betting I can skip one of those steps. Yep. Okay, looks like we are going through another chain of these temples again.
This history in part I knew already. How, as the vampires began to die out, the pillars summoned human guardians to fulfill their roles. It seemed the ancient vampires had adopted, and when necessary, abducted the human guardians and made vampires of them when they came of age. Until the humans rebelled against their masters. And here, I made a surprising discovery. It was Mobius, the time streamer, and Mortanius, guardian of death, who led the bloody revolt. Now, I understood why Mobius hated me so intensely. I was the first vampire guardian in all these centuries, and he knew what my coming signified. Or perhaps I reminded him of all he had forsaken.
That's what I'm here for. Oh, good. Balance symbol. We can just go through this door. Oh, yeah, let's crumple that. Yeah, no, I like the visuals of the vortex teleporting between temples is quite nice. This needs.
The orb that once opened this portal had been destroyed. To power it, I would need to find a substitute.
You are correct. For two species that hated each other as intensely as the vampires and humans did, they were very fortunate on that front. Okay. TK does nothing. Just cheese this here. Yes! You can still tank through it. Oh, very good. Is this significant? It is not significant. Is this significant? It is not significant. That requires a key. Let's see, what time are we at? 8:58. Getting near wrap-up time. Let's see if we can find that key first. Okay, can't go in there because I do not have the power of shadow and darkness. Same there. Same there. Here we go. Nope, not here either. This is where I came in. Okay. Alright. I think I missed a jump, or I missed an entrance or exit in this room here. Did this... I thought this door opened up, but I guess it didn't. I guess this is the door that opened up. Is there anything to TK over here? There is not. I wonder if there are so many of these guys because I've just been running through without fighting them, and they don't despawn, and they just stay on me. And they don't seem to be blocked by anything. They don't seem to be inhibited by the geography. Then I guess it's back down here. Is there a way to climb up? Maybe I do need to fight these guys after all. Oh wait, what's this? Oh wait, that's my entrance, okay. Okay, there's a vampire jump spot up there. There's something I can TK up here. Can I reach it from this position? Seems like a... Oh, stop that. Seems like a not. So, based on the locations of those jump points, that's... How do I, Well, it is 9:02, which means that is where, I need to call it for the night. So, thank you everybody for coming out. I am, I think, kind of still a fair ways off from finishing this game. And just to kind of mix things up a little bit, I think next week I'm going to shift over to Resident Evil 8. I am about finished with my hardcore playthrough, and I'm going to start a Village of Shadows difficulty playthrough, which is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to that challenge. So, yeah, if you swing by Saturday night next week, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to practice that one a little bit before running through it on stream to because I imagine that playing through it once is not going to be the same game the second time through, because it's a pretty open world, or not open world, it's a non-scripted experience. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming out, and have a great night. Oh. There we go. Night, Iceman Dan. Night, Space Hamlet. You are welcome. Thank you for coming out.